Thanks too. I just have two things to talk about after that neighborhood watch. The first is the village place names that we've been working on with the Comisión Fidel Zamora. So that's the first public hearing is actually tomorrow for the southern villages in Agate at the Agate Community Center at 6 p.m. And Dr. Underwood and former Senator Hope Cristobal will be the ones to lead that discussion at Agate. And so I know that Dr. Underwood is in communication with the Southern mayors. And I did see a press release about it last week. I just hope that it gets out. I'm sure it won't be the last. I know it's the first, but I don't think it will be the last. So just like in Alahan, I think there are other villages, perhaps I think it's Agate and Malesto down in the south that are next on the name change legislation. But this is more than just the village name. It's more about village place names as well. And the only example I can give is from PT because PT I don't think the village name will change, but there are village place names. And so there's different areas like Tipungan and Espales and Sasa, Aleguas, those types of things. I think the commission wants to identify those and get that on the map, which is important for us too, because we, as a younger, as part of a younger generation, we don't know those place names anymore, and most of our aunties and uncles or grandparents really have passed on. So it's a good move on the commission's part. So that first public hearing is tomorrow, and I get at 6.
That's cool. You know, Mayor, I have to admit, I mean, it makes me look like a crappy father, but sometimes I'll be driving around the island and my kids, I'll be like, what village are we in? And they're like, like, you don't know what village this is? I failed you.
Right.
So, I mean, you're right with the place names because you have your village and then you have like your Malolos of Inarahan, you know, your Afamis of Sinanya, your Asdamo, exactly. Yep, your Aslucas. Right on.
There you go. And then in Dededo, you have Astumbo, Matete, Matsananao, right? And so where does it begin and where does it end? And I was just seeing on social media about a discussion on Chamorro names or the speaking and the spelling of Chamorro. And I agree on both ends, really, but I haven't really taken a side on, do we worry about orthography and how to spell it correctly, or do we worry about speaking? Because a lot of us, you know, are still struggling to speak it fluently, and how much more to actually spell it and what is correct. And so, of course, there is perhaps a correct way because there is an adopted orthography, and you know, so that discussion I'm sure can get heated, and you know, we'll get we'll get hit on both sides of that for sure. But going down to, you know, talking about understanding place names, I mean, sometimes the spelling, it makes a difference and how words are pronounced. So, so that's why I'm not yet sold on either side. Yeah, so that's one. And then the last thing that I wanted to talk about was our island-wide cleanup. So most villages should have this week their purchase orders for the disposal of electronics, washers, dryers, microwaves, computers, televisions, all that kind of stuff, water heaters. And residents need to call their mayor's office and figure out how their mayor's office is operating that pickup or that disposal. Every office is different, and it's different because of size, population, and the methodology of the mayor. Some mayors will have a bin where residents can drop it, and other mayors will pick it up and dispose it directly. So the larger villages perhaps may have bins, and the smaller villages may not have bins, and will have to just pick up and dispose directly. But again, we encourage the residents to call your mayor's office and speak to them and see how you can get on a list to dispose these items. Again, they're all recyclables. If they're not recyclables, then they just need to communicate with their mayor on how they're going to dispose those items. But I do have to say that GSWA should be the residents' first resort, because if you pay for trash, you can dispose bulky items with GSWA. You just need to call them, email them, and make the arrangements to get that picked up from your residents. And then if you've exceeded the 5 bulky items per year, then we're here to help out. And we're hoping that with the money that we have this year, we'll be able to service most of the residents before the end of the fiscal year. There is no deadline for the use of these funds, but it is first come, first serve. And as funds are available, we'll continue to dispose these items.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the funding is limited because it comes from the recycling revolving fund administered by EPA, and it's transmitted to us for this purpose, for the island-wide cleanup.
This island-wide cleanup, is this also part of the April 24th cleanup that we kind of heard of?
That's a separate. So it's called the Island-wide Environmental Cleanup Program under the Recycling Revolving Fund.
Okay.
So it just kind of has the same tone, but it's basically the same thing, but they're 2 different programs, and the funding sources are different. So the island-wide cleanup that's hosted by or conducted or coordinated by the Lieutenant Governor's office, their funding source is not. I don't believe it is from the Recycling Revolving Fund. I believe it's mostly private sponsorship and from other sources.
Do you have any information on that island-wide beautification task force cleanup?
I don't have any information. The Lieutenant Governor's office would be the point of contact on that. But I do know that the mayors are assisting with the pickup. I know they've done a good job with assigning organizations to the different areas and different departments in the areas like they normally do. And the mayors are helping with the disposal. Yeah. So I know we're definitely involved in that. And that's on the 24th of April.
Okay.
Right on, Mayor. You have any illegal dumps in your village?
No, but I have a citation book.
Maybe that's why. Huh?
That was a warning, people.
Yeah, it was. That was a warning. That's Mayor Jesse talking hard, guys.
I do. I mean, it's there are definitely areas that they can be done, but then again with neighborhood watch, right? So when residents see people driving through an area that's not lit, they immediately just post it and everyone gets all riled up, and then whoever you are, you better just leave. so it works. Yeah, it works. But no illegal dump sites so far.
That's good.
Yeah.
Right on, Mayor. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks, too. You guys have a good week.
You
too.
Take
care.
Oh, our vaccination is in PD today.
That's right.
Community clinic. So it's 9 to 3, and first come, first served, of course, 120 doses. And if they finish their 120 before 3 o'clock, then we'll close. Mm-hmm. I do know that they're offering both Pfizer and Moderna first and second dose. And I think there might be a J&J surprise if there's any. So I kind of heard that. So I'm just sharing that information.
Okay.
So come on down 9 o'clock in PD at the social hall, the building right beside the Catholic Church.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thanks, Mayor.
Oh, you asked about our basketball court.
Oh yeah. What about your basketball court?
Oh. Our basketball court, we opened it. We officially opened it on Friday. So this is PD news, not Mayor's Council news. But on the PD side, we've had the basketball court constructed already, but because of the pandemic, we weren't able to officially open it. And GTA relocated that basketball court. I know in the very beginning there was a lot of comment about the mayor destroying the basketball court, but it wasn't about destroying the basketball court. It was a good move, I think, on our part with the council, because we relocated it from the Marine Corps Drive frontage into the village. So it's right across the church now, which is a whole lot safer. There's probably going to be less fatalities through accidents there, so if any. And so that was done because GTA leased that property out on Marine Corps Drive for 20 years. And so GTA pays us a lease for that, a lease rental for that. And they relocated the gym. Oh, wow. Wishful thinking. Relocated the basketball court. So we're happy to have that officially open. And I told the guests on Friday, I said, it looks like it's supposed to be brand new, but it looks like it's been used. So it's a good thing because the kids have actually been using it since it was already up before we officially opened it.
Nice.
But we're happy to have it.
So new basketball court, no new gym for now.
no to gym for now. But if anyone wants to give us a gym, can you give me maintenance money as well?
No, yeah, Mayor, this is Jason. You know what I appreciate about that? Because you guys actually have pretty much the same basketball court setup that Manila has, where the court is directly across from the church, like you said. And that way you always guarantee there's always good sportsmanship and good games because you're directly from a church. So people aren't going to use strong language. You know, they're not going to play dirty and everything like that. There's going to be good games.
We pray for that.
Yes.
Okay, bye for real now, Mayor.
Okay, adios. Thanks again.
Right on. Hey, we'll take a break, come back with more of the link next. Good morning.
GU Self-Storage, conveniently located near the Harmon McDonald's. We offer affordable rates, online payments, and auto bill pay for your convenience. Plus gate access daily from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Call us today at 648-7867 for more information.
Family platter of fried chicken?
Check.